I honestly forget how cool I am. I just got done at my orthodontist appointment, and first of all, check out this view. That's what I get to look at when I'm at the orthodontist appointment. But I was telling my favorite assistant, Stephanie, that I'm like kind of dazed. I'm tired, and I'm dazed, and she's like, "Are you doing anything for Easter?" Making small talk, which is cute. I appreciate it. But then she was telling me, she's like, "Oh, what are you doing for Easter?" I said, "Oh, I don't think I'm doing anything. It's just another day." And I was like, "Oh shit, is that this Sunday?" I'm going to Cuba. Like, I totally forgot because she's like, "How do you forget you're going to Cuba?" Well, I forgot because I just did a 40-hour drive over 8 days from Portland to here, and I only have 4 days to like figure out my life. I had to go to this appointment, figure out my taxes, pack, and then I was just like, I was just taking it one day at a time because I also forgot I'm not hosting, but like I have a friend here from Wyoming who she's super independent, but like, excuse me, I still have to like talk to her and hang out with her and show her all the good stuff of Houston. I want to show her a good time, at least in the city that I'm in, and treat her out. But like I was telling Stephanie about it, and she's like, "What? Wow." She's like, "You scuba dive?" She's like, "I used to have this like not fear of being on the water, but like now I am, and I don't know what it is." And I was like, I honestly believe that like as a kid you had like no level of self-preservation, and now as an adult we do. And even if you don't have kids, like there's a level of self-preservation and responsibility and risk, or is it like conditioning of society? And I told her, I was like, this is why I travel. I travel because I gotta go do the scary shit to remind myself of like the agency of my life, the capabilities I have. And I was telling her, I was like, I honestly, like, it's not imposter syndrome, but it's more self-doubt. And then I like tell my life to someone else, and they're like, "Oh my god, you're so fucking cool." I quit my corporate job as a wind farm safety manager. We had a crazy ass title. Anyway, I told her I quit that job to do this. I saved a bunch of money to do what I'm doing now, and I wanted to do travel blogging. I'm doing it. I gotta. This is what feels right. And I told her, I was like, I honestly forget how cool I am. She's like, "You are so fucking amazing. Like, I can't wait to talk about you." I'm going to talk about you later on after this. She's like, "I can't wait for Cuba. I'm so glad you're going." I was telling her the itinerary too, which is why I guess I wasn't so stressed about Cuba, because she asked, she's like, "Are you just winging it when you get there?" And I was like, no, luckily I have an itinerary, and it's jam-packed, and it's locally supporting the Cuban people. So I am super excited that I don't have to think while I'm there. But I really do forget how fucking cool I am. And this happened again last night with my friend Michelle, and she's like, "You are my adventure friend. You're not scared. You just go do things." And I was like, yeah, I forget that I'm that person. And this reminds me too, again, this guy in Pittsburgh. The universe is amazing. He wasn't even supposed to sit next to me, but I like happened to hear on the intercom that they had upgraded that specific seat, and he came sat next to me. And then older guy, 60s, retired, and he's like, he had his phone out and he was going to use his phone as a flashlight, and I turned on the light for him in the like above, boop. I just turned it on because I was like, "Why are you going to use your flashlight? It's okay." He's like, "Oh, I didn't want to bother you." Then we ended up talking for like the entire flight about like his travel, because he loves traveling, and I was like, I love traveling, and we started talking about all the countries I've been to. He's like, "You've done all that before you're 30? You're a Fulbright scholar? Like, how? Like, you have achieved more academic achievement in one generation than my family has in 5. He said he's Italian, 5th generation in Pittsburgh, East Coast area. He lived in Jersey. He's like, you made it to be a Fulbright scholar within one generation of your family immigrating here. That's amazing. What, you quit a 6-figure job? That's not normal. That's crazy. That's awesome that you did that to do what you love." And I was like, I keep forgetting that the universe keeps sending me signs that, hey, You're doing great. You're doing great. Keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. Acknowledge the fear. Acknowledge the anxiety. Acknowledge that the fear is there. And then let it wash over you. Then keep planning and moving forward.